Howdy, y'all.
What's up?
It's Ryan
And Paul.
from RE Music. Deep in the heart of Viking land.
Oh.
I was gonna say we're still in Texas. It's true. As much as Paul loves it.
Shut up. So humid.
Shut it. It has been quite humid. It was only at 96% humidity today.
I know.
94 degrees. Welcome to another Ask RNA. Angela is not here. She had to take our boys home and get dinner
Sad
for
faces.
them.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah. Paul's filling in. She's taking care of the kids and dinner and all that stuff. It's been a long day. I've had the kids with us today, so. Anyways, on to the questions. First question. Chris Sarantos. Ryan, have you ever played a Kemper, and what are your thoughts on digital modeling versus tube amps? Thanks. I have not played a Kemper. I watched a lot of videos about them, but I have not personally had a chance to play one.
Me either.
Yeah, so now as far as the modeling stuff, well, you got like that Boss pedal, and like, remember your old pod, your bass pod?
Yep.
Those are kind of making a comeback. Somebody made a video about them, and they're like, oh man, they're...
You want to save your back? Carry a pod.
Yeah.
I mean, all I had to do, it was about this big, weighed maybe 2 pounds, took it to a gig, plugged to a direct end box, and I was good to go.
Yeah. Those are kind of, somebody did, Andertons did a video about that, comparing one to like all the new digital modeling stuff, and it actually kind of held up okay compared to that stuff. I like a real amp, you know, for like actually, like if we're going to record something, or if I'm playing live somewhere, I kind of do prefer a real amp. That's just me. I haven't had a chance to play on anything real expensive like an Axe Effects. Well, actually, I did play the Axe.
The Mesa.
Yeah.
That was expensive.
Well, I played expensive amps, but not
Trust me.
expensive modelers. I did play on the Axe 8 at the Metallica concert in the little, you know, museum where you could go play their guitars and stuff. They had the little Axe Effects floorboard thing, and it was pretty cool. But, you know, I don't know, that would shell out the money for one. So for me, I kind of like the tube amps. I wouldn't, you know, turn one down if somebody wanted to give me a modeler, and like, but I'm probably not going to go out and spend my money on one personally.
Nah, it all depends on the tone you want too. I mean, I liked the pod I had. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the exact tone I got, but now that I got the Boss pedal board, which you probably saw in last week's video, there's a couple of tones on there that I really enjoy, but I never use them to record. I'll use like a digital amp out of whatever I'm using.
Whatever DAW you're working out of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can hear a difference. Like, there's a couple of records I listen to, like, man, it sounds like they're using Axe Effects on this, and like, you can kind of hear it, but that's just me. I mean, I have nothing against them. If you love them,
hey, some people like digital, some people still like vinyl.
It's like some people want vinyl. That's right. Tube amps are like the vinyl.
I mean, even vinyl's making a comeback with digital needles.
Sure. Thanks, Chris. Next question, Steve W. Great vid. Good list, Paul.
Thanks.
The Clash is cool, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, they are.
Let's see. I vote yes for keep faith in the bass. That's good. Or maybe stay bitter, my friends. Nah, that would only be good if you were the most interesting bass player in the world.
You should get to know me.
No offense. Yeah. All right.
Not taken.
Question for Paul. What are your top 2 basses you own? Your number 1 and backup.
My number 1 and backup.
How many basses do you own?
2, 3, 4, 5?
I think that's right.
I think it's 5.
5 basses. How many guitars?
1.
You're winning.
1.
I
I had 2. I sold it because it just collected dust.
I don't even own a bass, let alone many basses that would necessitate an entire.
Well, those are all your sons, aren't they?
Yeah, my son has 3 basses.
Yeah, the most of the basses for sale in the shop are mine.
Yeah, there's a couple of his here for sale. So if you're interested in purchasing a bitter used bass, we've got a couple.
Good deal on them too.
Good deals.
I just switch brands.
What's your
Let's go
number 1? You want to go number 2?
We'll go number 2 to number 1.
Silver medal goes to.
This used to be my gold medal one, but then over the years, just like Bolt the other day lost his race.
Oh.
Unfortunately, everybody moves down in life.
You got knocked down a peg.
Got knocked down a peg. This is a Schecter Diamond Series Studio 5 solid body.
neck through.
Yes, very nice. Belt scratches from playing. This little baby has done well over 100 shows. This has never let me down until probably a year ago.
Yeah.
A year ago, started having some electronic issues. Nothing that can't be fixed. I haven't gotten around to it.
Fixed it.
We can't figure out what's wrong with it.
Yeah.
You plug it in and it goes. If it doesn't play, then it'll play, did not play. But this is a very special bass to me because...
You want to tell the story?
I'll tell the story.
Okay, go ahead, tell the story.
We all had that one instrument that we had forever, and it was beautiful, and you could never replace it and everything. And one day I decided to move into a house. I packed it nicely. I packed my bass in the middle of the truck, put boxes all around it and everything. So I drove from my old house to the new house, got to the new house, and was like, oh, some of the boxes shifted, and I was moving stuff around, and I was like, where's my bass? I had to drive back to the old house, and I found it in the middle of a highway.
It got ejected from the bed of the truck.
When I turned, boxes shifted, and when I turned, it flew out the side. Talk about being depressed. The bass I had played for 10 years was shattered.
That was your number one.
That was my number one. It was an Ibanez Sound Gear. I was so depressed. In the same week, my girlfriend broke up with me. So it was just a really, really bad week for me.
A bad bass week.
So at that time, Ryan was living in Oklahoma, and I didn't have any friends around because Ryan's really my only friend. He's the only one that handles my bitterness. So anyway, I told him all about it, and then one day they showed up, and when they showed up, he brought this with him. And I played it ever since until it quit a year ago.
Yeah.
So this is now my number two.
Number two. It could be fixed. We just haven't. You know, I've piddled with the electronics. Put a new battery in, and it works fine
For a little bit.
for like a week or two, and then it's something's going on. There's some wires crossed somewhere, but
If we get it going again, it's my number one. If you heard any of the recordings of our old stuff that Ryan has played in the background, this is the bass I use. Not on the new video he just posted.
not on the new one.
Not on the new one, but any recordings you heard was played on this bass.
That was pretty much the top of the line Schecter bass back in '06, I think it was.
I was 30.
That's
11
more
years
than-
ago.
Oh crap! I'm sitting there thinking, what's '06? Like, what's 2017?
I remember that because the girl
so-
broke up with me right before my 30th birthday. So
Yeah.
I'm 41 now, so it was 11 years ago.
Wow. So I'm sitting here saying 2006, like that was just like 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's like
But no,
11 years ago.
Yeah. All right, so number one. Tim's gonna be like, "There's an unsettling amount of bass." In this
I know it's not that. Number one is this puppy right here. Yes, I went back to a 4-string temporarily. Yes, I used the 5th string when needed. When we play drop D, I do not like tuning down. This is the Schecter Diamond Series Custom 4 stiletto body bass, maple neck,
and walnut,
walnut,
maple and walnut.
and walnut. Yeah, I asked him before we started because I was like, it's pretty.
Brown and white stripes.
It's very light, the body's nice, the sound on this is amazing, and since I've gone back to a 4-string, nothing really. Just went back to a 4-string.
Yeah, you start on 4s. But
People
then-
are like, oh, that's a bass, not like 5-string. They're like, oh, is that a guitar?
You've been playing 5s for a long time, though.
I've been playing 5s for a long time. When I remember playing the 4-strings and trying to move to a 5-string, I'd get so mad right before a concert, I'd actually take off the lower B string so I could play without screwing up.
Yeah.
Took me about a year to get used to that.
You actually had one of these when we first opened RA Music. On my first Schecter order, you got several basses.
I did.
And you got one just like this.
And I played it, and I was like, man, this is a great sounding bass. And then a friend of mine goes, hey, you got 4 basses. Do you want to sell one? And I said, sure. So I sold him this one. And ever since that day, I was like, gosh, I never sold it. And then a deal came up, and he goes, Ryan was like, this is the bass you were talking about. And I bought it. I bought it again, and I played it ever since, even on the new video that he posted today.
Yeah. Yesterday, actually, because they'll see this tomorrow.
So this is my number one.
Which, interestingly, because it's not quite as high up the food chain as the other one. The other one's neck through and all that. This one's, it's a bolt-on, but not that really matters. Some people think it does, so I don't guess
baby.
it does. You like it, so.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So you got 2 Schecters.
Yes.
Schecter make great basses.
They
man.
do. Schecters
really
make
do.
awesome basses. Like I said, I went from a Ibanez's I went to Hohner, Ibanez, Fender, Squire, Schecter, and I've stuck with Schecters ever since.
Yeah, they make great basses, man.
They do.
So there you go. Paul's top 2 basses
Top 2
currently.
Those. For now.
For now, till you get some more. Thanks, Steve. Next question, Brian Savage. So you're on death row. What did I do? Nope, don't answer that. I know what
That's
I
a good
did.
question. I'd like to know what I did.
I know what Paul did.
What did I do?
Never. I don't want to talk
Never
about
veering back to the police car. Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll.
it. So you're on death row. What's your last meal?
I know mine.
I know what mine is. On the count of 3, we'll say it.
Oh, no, I know what yours is.
Oh, what's yours?
There's a pizza place up north where I'm from called Curly's. Best square pizza ever. The guy has the recipe. It's a secret. Won't tell anybody. I tried to get it to bring it to Texas. He said, no, I can't do that because if I don't make it right, it will ruin his name. But it's awesome. I would eat the whole 20-piece pizza, square pizzas.
Curly's Pizza.
Curly's Pizza.
All right. I wouldn't have guessed. Mine is also pizza.
It is.
Jerry's Pizza.
Right here in Canton, Texas.
That's right. Hometown pizza joint right here in Canton. I think they opened in like 76.
Good year. Good year.
I was born in 75, so
76.
I think it's great. I love it. It's my favorite pizza ever. They only got one kind of just thin crust. That's it. There's no choices. It's just one crust. And
It is good pizza, but it's not technically pizza. It looks like a pizza. It's around like a pizza. It tastes like a different type of pizza.
there's all kinds of pizzas, man.
There is. But it's good.
I love it. It's our favorite pizza place in Canton.
Yes.
Or in Texas.
Yes.
I'll just go say that far. Best pizza in Texas. Now, Angela doesn't
Top
love
3
it.
of my list.
Angela doesn't love it. She just says, you only like it because they fed it to you in a bottle when you were a baby. You've been eating it for 40 years. I don't like
We
it.
go there every birthday.
Yeah.
That's our tradition.
Yeah. Sometimes not on birthdays.
Yes.
Sometimes we just go there.
We went more until we both started developing health issues and we had to cut back.
You had to dial back the pizza consumption.
Apparently the grease is really bad for us.
Yeah. And the calories.
And the calories.
Yeah, so for me, it's Jerry's Pizza, Death Row, Jerry's Pizza,
Curly's Pizza.
Death Row Pizza, man.
Mm-hmm. Can't beat it.
Great question, Brian. It's kind of scary.
I still want to know what I did, so
Yeah.
let us know.
What do you think? Yeah, leave us a comment. What do you think we did to end up on death row?
Yeah.
You have to. I guess you have to kill people to be on death row. Do you get death row for anything but killing people? That's a good
I don't
question.
know.
We need to research that.
Any lawyers out there, just let us know.
All right. Next question. Turd Ferguson. Is that your real name?
Mr. Ferguson.
Mr. Ferguson. For a question in the next episode, let's go back to SIG models. If you could make your own signature guitar, what would it be? You don't have to name a certain company, but just as far as shape, wood, components, pickups, etc. Also, for Paul's sign-off, how about you slapping my bass, I slap your face.
That was pretty funny. I laughed at that.
I laughed at that
video.
too.
I think it was the morning. He sent it to me in the morning or something, so I sent him a video. Because that's what we do. Two grown men send each other videos.
Yeah.
You slap on my bass, I slap on your face. That's funny.
Like 14-year-old girls.
Yes, and then we giggle at each other like, they were like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this back.
Yeah. And then
We're manly men.
my other friends who are men in their late 40s, I send them, they're like, that's funny, I'm going to send you one too.
I used to bullseye womp rats in my T16 back home. They weren't bigger than 2 feet.
I think
Men-
we started a trend.
Boys never grow up.
No.
We just stay dumb. All right, that's a great question. I'm going to answer that right now. Ka-ching! All right, so this is our CMG RNA Music Special Edition guitar. This is
Special.
a dealer exclusive. You can only
Dealer exclusive.
get it from RNA Music.
RNA music only.
No other dealer anywhere can build this guitar for you.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. All right. So now again, you're saying doesn't have to be a specific brand. This is a CMG, but it's got all the spec that I want. So I've got a 3-piece maple neck, which I thought was super awesome, with a maple fretboard, which you don't see very often on a single cut Moore Paul style guitar,
More Paul.
right? And it's got the finish on it is I think we call
Black.
this like a Texas burst,
It's black.
like Texas oil
Like
field.
all 20 other of his guitars are black.
It's the black burst.
He's got a brown one.
It's different.
Everything else is
It's
black.
not the same.
It's pretty.
Yeah, flame. Got some flame into it. It's got a black burst to it. Abalone blocks. I love baloney blocks. Pickups, EMGs. It's got the 5766, which I love EMG. They have a lot of different pickups I enjoy playing, and they're like a really cool company. Mostly, they're really nice people. So when you're in the business,
The biz.
the business side of things, you start to get a feel for what kind of people run the companies. It's not always about the product. A lot of times it's about the people behind the product. So I like EMGs anyways, but they're also super sweet people and really nice to work with. So this is pretty much it. Single cut, maple fretboard, maple neck, EMGs in a blackish shade. It's not all black, it's only kind of black. It's sort of black. But yeah, that's the one. Oh, reveal binding.
Like my sword.
it's only kind of black, like your soul. So this is it. This is number 1 of 5. We're building 5 of these bad boys. They're available. This is $12.49. You could buy this from us before one of my other regular customers gets it, because he's eyeballing it. But yeah, so this was my opportunity to build pretty much what I would get if it was a signature guitar. But we decided to do it as a dealer run and make it limited to only 5. So there will be only 5 in existence. But this is pretty much it. Not to say that I wouldn't ever build anything else, but this is, yeah,
You never know.
this is the one.
There can only be one.
Yeah.
There can be only
I was
one.
gonna say, thanks,
But
Turd Ferguson.
there can be only one. There we go. That's what I was trying to say.
There can only be one.
There can be
There could be only one.
Yes. Gonna break the other 4? You still have 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep number 5. Once we sell number 1, 2, 3, and 4, I'm keeping number 5. But there it is. So exciting. I was like, Paul is a nut.
Why?
You just watched the video. Getting texts. All right,
We're popular. Yay. I have friend. I got friends.
you got people who like your videos. So. All right, next question. Little Paul in 1969.
I thought it said Little Paul. I was like, hey, that's what my sister calls
Little
me.
Paul. Little Paul of 1969. Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
Paul
Get
said,
to the chopper.
Paul said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He hasn't changed his strings in 25 years.
True story. Well, technically, when the bass starts sounding weird, I just buy a new bass.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, oh my god, it sounds so awesome. What is it? He's like, new strings.
Yeah, that red bass, when he got it, he's like, this is amazing. It sounds
amazing.
awesome. I was like, well, it does have new strings on it.
It does. The other one,
It's about
I'm guessing about a year and a half.
It's about once a year for you when he gets new strings.
Yes. So
I get it. They're not, it's not like buying guitar strings. You get some
Yeah,
guitar
they're
strings
like
$5, $6.
$40
but,
for bass strings. And somebody told me if you boil them in hot water for like 10 minutes, they last about another 6 months.
I don't know how that works.
I don't believe it.
You
Well,
should-
of course, they've been playing bass for 40-something years now.
You should probably try the NYXL bass strings, because if the NYXL guitar strings last longer than regular strings, so the bass ones probably do. Of course, they're more expensive.
Gutter minds.
That's why you're on death row.
There you go.
Let's see. Sorry, Paul, couldn't help it. Now for that rock lobster shirt.
Rock lobster.
Cool shirt, but now I have that song screaming in my head. Here's the question: is Paul from PA? Good video. PA meaning Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania.
Why is it? Because I wear the Steelers hat all the times, or Steelers shirts? This is a Steelers shirt, but I have one. Actually, no, I am not from Pennsylvania. I am from a town called Steubenville. I say slowly because everyone says stupid. And
Stupidville.
Stupidville.
Steuben.
Steubenville, Ohio, which is about 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh. Little fact, useless knowledge for you. It's the home of Dean Martin, one of the best Italian singers ever.
Steubenville?
Steuben.
Steuben is, that's where Dean Martin's from.
Dean Martin, born in the same town.
Awesome.
Awesome. Also, home of Fort Steuben. If for you history buffs, it was a big fort for George Washington.
Nice.
Hope I got that right. If not,
So
I
you're
doubt any
really
of us pay
you're really an
attention to history.
Ohioan.
I'm Ohioan.
Ohioan?
From the Ohio River Valley, which where West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Ohio all meet together.
Which is pretty close to Chicago, then. I mean, Pittsburgh.
30
Why do
minutes.
I get Chicago and Pittsburgh confused? Is that a Texas thing?
Probably because they're like,
It's up there.
It's an hour flight away.
They're way over there. They're up there somewhere. Pittsburgh, Chicago.
Yes,
Whatever.
I just like Pittsburgh. They've been my team since I was a wee little kid. I remember this because my dad bought me one of those vibrating football games. I don't know if you guys remember that. You set
Yes,
them up
I remember that.
And you just turn. All you do is turn it knob and then watch all the little toys go and hope one got across the board. Well, he got me the Cowboys in Pittsburgh, and I was like,
Watch
"Ew."
out now.
No, I'm not watching out. This is probably why I hate the Cowboys so much too. I liked the colors of the Steelers better when I was a kid, and since then I've stuck with them and been a fan since. I like the Steelers, I like the Pirates, I like the Penguins. Don't get me wrong, I will pick Dallas Stars over the Penguins any day,
Yeah.
but I still got to stick to my hometown.
So, yeah.
So there you go,
Ohioan,
Ohioan.
but a fan of the Steelers.
What's round on both sides and high in the middle?
Ohio.
Ohio.
Also home to Robert Baker. Also from Ohio.
What's up, Robert?
And all of Angela's mom's family.
What's up, Angela's mom's family?
They're from Ohio. Cousin Kim.
What's up, Cousin Kim?
Hi, Cousin Kim. We stayed with them in Ohio. They were really nice.
I love
Ohio people were actually really nice people.
We are very laid back.
Yeah, it's pretty chill. They're not.
Which is weird because I'm down here and I'm so uptight about everything.
Texas makes you.
It does. I go back up north and I'm like,
You just can't handle. You just can't handle the heat. That's probably what.
that probably is. I hate the heat.
All right. Thanks, little Paul. 69. Corman Schiermeyer. What are your thoughts on Duncan design pickups? And if you could not use EMG pickups, what pickups would you use? I like Duncan pickups actually. My favorite pickup that's not EMG really is the Duncan Custom. It's not just
Why is it
custom.
custom?
It's custom.
So the person that ordered it as a custom had it customized?
It's double custom. Because they have a custom. Then they have the custom. So like a Duncan.
Wait. Custom means one of a kind, or what's it called when you go to visit someone? Or it's a custom, isn't it? Like,
You go through customs to get.
that's not where I was going, but yeah, you can do that too. Maybe it was made by someone who works in customs.
It could be. So I like
Stretching.
my preferred setup for Duncan is custom in the bridge and a 59 in the neck.
He keeps looking that way. That's why I'm
I'm
looking
like,
that way.
do I have? I was like, I don't have a guitar with Seymour Duncans.
Not
at
yet,
the
but if
moment.
he does, it's going to be black.
I had one. I had one that I recently sold to cover medical bills, and it was black, and it had a custom. And
At least I have a little color in mine. Do I have a black face?
Actually, I have one.
Mine are red, orange, and
Yeah, you don't.
the two black ones I have are for sale.
You don't stick to one color consistency on your bases. I do have an actual Washburn at home that has the
Unity and diversity.
Seymour Duncan El Diablos. El Diablo pickups, which are kind of hard to come by right now. They're okay. I don't really like the El Diablos, but they are kind
He
of
doesn't like.
unique pickups. But no, I like Duncan actually. So
I like Dunkin' Donuts.
I don't care for their active pickups, the Duncan ones. What are they called? Blackouts? I think they're called blackouts. You think I would like that?
I don't know. You keep looking over there.
I'm looking. There's guitars over here on this wall, so I'm like, do I have any? No. I don't like Duncan's actives. I think EMG does it better than anybody when it comes to active pickups. But I do like Duncan for passives. So there you go. Great question, Corman. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. EMGs are awesome. All right, and that is it for the questions today. Thanks, Paul, for filling in.
No problem. No problem.
And if you have questions for next week, leave them below and we'll try to answer them. Angela should be back next week, so if you have questions for Angela, leave them below. And I think that's it.
That is it.
Yeah, that's it. So check out our video we just did yesterday. You'll see I did a demo of an Acacia guitar, which is awesome. Has EMGs in it and it's black. And Paul had a little cameo.
Check it out when your best friend asks you, hey, you want to make a music video no matter what time of day it is? And no matter what you look like, you do it right then.
Yeah.
You'll see it in the video.
Yeah. They've probably all seen it, but yeah. So that was really fun. I'm sure we'll probably do something like that
It's
again.
an awesome song. He did really good on it.
Thank you.
I told him we need to do more with it. I did accidentally write a really good bass line for it, and I'm like, I want this bass line.
I wasted this bass line on you.
I didn't waste it because it fits in with the song, and I'm like, it fits so well together. And I keep listening it over and over.
That's pretty cool.
It is.
Well, maybe we'll expand that song idea and put it on an EP or something.
Need to.
We really should. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep the music alive.
Kittens and basses.
The music needs you, and we need the music. And we'll keep it alive for the next generation.
Make it so.
You slap at my bass.
I slap on your face.
That's okay.
Wow. With Texas flag.
Well, that's alright. There's a Viking beard.
That word's even cooler than Texas.
Hush your mouth. Alright.